have you with us from Dallas, Texas at Gerald J. Ford Stadium as a couple of teams square off in the Surf Pro First Responders Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on.
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Hauls it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Memphis will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Mountaineers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches know.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Looking to pass, it's Cole. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Memphis! He got a step and just dusted the field. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Figueroa. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's caught! Touchdown, Memphis!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Dropping back, it's Cole. To say this has been a slow start. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Makes the catch.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds a spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Figueroa. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Cole. He lofts one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Cole. Time to take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. This one's complete. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll take it himself. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Scanning the field, it's Cole. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is good!
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, what a move. Still on his feet at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Figueroa. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds a tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the First Responders Bowl. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the First Responders Bowl.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Cole. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Figueroa. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's on target and complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Got a little space. Got enough for the first down. Off to the races to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David just shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Memphis, 27. App State, 13.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Going to the running game. There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Puts it out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Second down coming up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is even bigger.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, certainly. It puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Cole. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Off play action on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, App State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And right down the middle. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. Quarterback in trouble. Just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Brings up second down.
Quick release on the RPO. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Rifles it down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. This time it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Figueroa. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Memphis, 37. App State, 20.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the play fake. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Cole. He's got him in the flat. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the ball comes out. What a and that's going to be a safety. They prevented the touchdown by falling on him, and they'll give up the deuce.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Slithers into space.
The return brings it out to the 41.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
2nd down.
Quick completion to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Gain of 1. Brings up.
He'll sneak it. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man in the middle. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to pass, it's Cole. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his man. It's Fowler. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quick handoff. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Memphis. And the stomping has commenced. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Ready to try the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
App State 20.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Complete to start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
the defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. After that punt, they might as well have just gone for it. I mean, the offense is going to start inside the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.